the Dreamkeeper's Tarot by Liz Houston. This, I have tried to get it. It was out of print, and then now it's in print, and now it's still hard to get. I don't know if there's a shipping issue, but I got this yesterday from Amazon, and look, it wasn't in shrink wrap. The end was bumped, and even the inside of the deck was not in wrap, so I don't know if it was used or what. I mean, it doesn't look used, but there was no shrink wrapping on the cards either, but they were in order, and there's no wear on the cards, so I don't know what the heck. And it had some sticker on the back. Maybe it was a return, I don't know, but I was not happy. The inside of the box without the cards looks like this. It has a pretty pattern in it. There's the back of the box. So it says, inspired by our traditional Rider-Waite, the Dreamkeeper's Tarot plumbs the spiritual depths of tarot to help readers come to terms with the mysterious forces that influence our lives. The intriguing imagery of Dreamkeeper's Tarot represents years of Liz Houston's journey of personal growth and healing, and includes new tarot art created especially for this U.S. Game Systems edition. She presents tarot as a mirror that reflects our deep inner truths and reveals our hidden motivations, beliefs, and expectations. Her art creates an alchemical blend of multiple paint media with digital photographic montage, offering signs and symbols to help readers interpret tarot and all its wisdoms. 78 cards, published by U.S. Games, and this is the new edition. And it comes with a good book. And I looked, even the book was bent from Amazon. Sometimes, I swear. And it is 20, copyright 2020, 1097654321. The book, introduction, there's a preface. Let's see. The first self-published edition was completed. Let's see. Okay, here's the history of the deck. The art for the Dreamkeeper's Tarot spanned a time period which, in the end, lasted nearly 12 years. She said she began on September 30th, 2008. The first self-published edition was completed 10 years later. The Emperor card on September 29, 2018. And this current updated edition for U.S. Games was completed February 1st, 2020. So that was last year. Introduction, interpreting the cards. And then the cards themselves, this is black and white. And at the end, we have index of artwork, about the artist. That's it. So why did I buy this deck? Well, the imagery is very haunting, and I think from what I've seen, it's very well done. I have not looked at the deck yet. I've seen maybe 10 of the cards. I have not seen all of them. But the ethereal nature, the very dreamlike images that are surprising and very different really attracted me to this deck. And I thought it was done fairly well. I love the back of the cards. Technically, it's not reversible because you see there's a rosette sort of there, but not here. The cards feel really nice. They have a nice feel to them. They slide very well. They're rounded in the corners. Nice size. So let's look at the deck. So here, I'm going to zoom in. Well, there we go. We have heads of men, hands reaching up above like a checkerboard pattern. There's a small dog being carried, the moon. I love the colors, and no borders, great. The bottom is interesting. That has that same color as the back. And there's sort of a matte finish to these. You know, it's not terribly reflective, which is nice. So the Magician, it's the Creatrix. I've never heard that term. Creator, creatrix. We see two all-seeing eyes, a face, bubbles, two people on either side. The High Priestess, bat-wing skeleton, bubbles in a nest, horns. The Empress, it's so pretty. Look at the sky. Faces, clouds, crown. I was getting ready to say, I don't think there's a lot of symbolism, traditional symbolism, but then I find this card, and I see the ram's throne. For the Emperor, I like the muted color too, like there's a filter on everything. It's not so shocking in your face. The Hierophant, here we have three faces of a woman, and the staff with the snake. Usually that's on the Hermit, not so much the Hierophant. The Lovers. I've seen this card. It's really, I thought, wow, look, there's the sort of Venus de Milo statues there. Faces that are held by birds. I love the dress. His shirt is made out of cards. Chariot. Here she has faces in her hands. We have a black and white horse. We have the moons on the shoulders. And there's an actual chariot. Strength, here we have the egg and the serpent. You know, the faces, you know, when you dream, a lot of times faces aren't that clear, or it's an amalgamation of people, several people. You're not sure, well, I thought it was this one. Was it this person? When you try to remember, it turns out you're not sure. You wanted it to be this person, but it ended up being somebody else. Or even when you dream of places, it's like combinations of houses you've lived in or visited. And I get that sense from this deck. The Hermit. There's a candle. There's sort of a specter ghost there. Feels like a very Victorian deck. My first Victorian deck was the Victoria Regina, which I got rid of, unfortunately. It was a big deck. It's out of print now, but it was black and white. I loved it. It was a good deck, but I don't know why I sold it. Here we have the Fates. There's the scissors. Usually the scissors and string are a weaving wheel is associated with the Fates. And we have time on the floor there. Justice has 4 arms. Here we have a book. We have a heart. We have looks like a keyhole with a hand peeking out and a dagger. There's a little man there, and there's butterflies all around. An egg for the head. Oh, that was upside down. This is the hanged woman, not the hanged man. So this deck has a very feminine feel to it. There's a lot of women in it, caught in a spider web, dangling from a spider web, but no spider. Here we see the branch, the ivy, hands behind the back, leg behind there. Death. Embracing with a snake. Lily pads. Temperance. We have figures, pieces missing. Bird skeleton with a heart, anatomical heart in its beak. The devil, ooh, the seducer. He's ripped her. No, he's got a pomegranate in his hand. It looks like the heart. Red wings, horns, whispering something. The tower. It's actually composed of people. We have two figures falling there. We see clasping, crown cracked. There's actually a tower behind there. The star, this one's on the cover, so we have sort of a mermaid with skeleton, bird, egg. I love the ship and the hair. I just think that's pretty cool. Hummingbirds. We have the moon. It says Amour et douleurs at the bottom. We have the moon there. We have a skeleton. No dogs. Little skeleton foot poking out. That one's out of place. So strange to somewhere out of place. The sun. I like this, but it looks like the moon almost. Very ethereal. Judgment. That's neat. The bird, the parrot lifting up skeletons of there. The world. I love this. It's sort of like you're being mesmerized. Let's see, where does this Ace of Pentacles? Oh, it goes in the back. I mean, when I got this deck... Oh, okay. I mean, in the box, it was all sorts of... Oh, no. Let me make sure this is in order. There we go. There were some that were just, they were in order, but not like they had been jumbled, not shuffled, but like, I don't know, like the package opened up and someone just shoved them back in there anyway. I don't know what happened with the shipping, but, or if, I mean, I can tell this is a real deck. It's not a knockoff or anything. The way the feel, the quality of it and everything. But, I don't know. Ace of Wands. Here we have sort of an apothecary. Woman staring at you. Red. Birds. Three of Wands. We have the ship in the distance. Ooh, are these people made out of wood? That's different. It almost looks like it doesn't fit in with the deck. There's the Four Wands there. Five of Wands. And the face down there. Very dreamlike, very dreamlike. Six of Wands. I love the grapes. Draped women. So very Victorian, very dreamlike, very ethereal, very feminine. Lots of birds. There's a person in with a bird on their head. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Here we have the three faces again. 10 of Wands. And then the suit cards are all in the back all together. Which is, sometimes they're printed like that. Ace of Cups. I have like a Degas ballerina skirt. Tea stained. Ooh. Very kind of interesting with embracing this nature. Thank God all the cups look different. Here we have wine. Ooh. These are like carnival glass, pressed glass, sometimes ruby glass. My grandmother has some in like a blood red color. We have spilled. We have sort of a bubble in the moon. Moon reclining. Let's see, two little girls. Can't tell what that is. It looks like it's just leaves floating. I can't believe that the finish on these is so nice. It's really, edges are very smooth. They feel nice in the hand. US game systems, they always do a good job with finishes. So an exploded head. 8 of Cups. Nine of Cups. Here we have a more enlarged picture. There's a keyhole. Woman has no nipples. But it's the 10 of Cups. She's happy she has no nipples. Then we switch to Pentacles. Red, but like a rose merging. I'm glad the traditional pentacle is there. It's nice. Yeah, very Victorian boots. Oh, finally a man. He's attractive. Weighing nature and knowledge. I like this sort of snow with blue ribbons. It looks like she's made out of meat. Very Vestal Virgin feel to this. You know, the ones that stay in the temple and light the incense and stay chaste. We have ballerina music box head. She has sort of a, it's not quite a clover. Where her head popped off. Stitching a face, creating. You can see there's fish behind here. Oh, I like this. Is very pretty. Very world, you know, sort of a round tableau with the woman centered. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, we have a lizard or frog, a skeletal frog there. A woman is crawling out of this woman. Looks like there's dandelions in the back. Weeds growing up. Move to swords. It's kind of a neat picture. Ooh, I like this one. 2 of Swords. The mannequins are used in here. All traditional. There we go. Heart with 3 swords in it. Very plain, not distracting. If you look down here, there's a reflection of the heart, just with no one in it. Oh, this one's pretty too. This reminds me of Rousseau. The reclining figure. Oh, there's faces in the trees. The Rousseau's, one of Rousseau's most famous ones is the, I think it's the gypsy who's reclining and sleeping at night, and there's a lion sniffing around. It's at the MoMA. I've seen it. I think it's the MoMA. It's either that or the Met, but I think it's the MoMA. I love Rousseau, but sometimes his he took a lot of liberty with figures and plans and foliage, and hardly any of it was accurate. But it's pretty to look at. I love how sort of big and bold his shapes are. Five of Swords. Here we have Cthulhu woman. We got two men out there. We got Sister Dagon staring right at you. Ooh, here's Peacock dress. Even though peacocks with those feathers are male, the female is a peacock is the male, peahen is the female. So here we have a hermaphroditic looking rain cloud peacock with an odalisque on the back, like reclining. I love masks in especially Victorian times, Venetian, masquerade. It really adds mystery and suspense even. Eight of Swords. Here we have the ships again, and the red ribbon with skeletal birds holding the ribbons. There's the heart again. Finally, we see a backside with no butt crack, with writing that we can't interpret. There's sort of some shaded street here. Swords, a person falling, very dark, which it should be. And 10 of Swords. Here we have a lady lion on her back, almost like Ophelia. And here we have the suit cards. So these are separate, but they're in the order in which the suits were. So we have Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. He looks like a dandy, but he has a suit of armor on top of him. Fiery Stick. King of Wands. Notice that the king is second. The queen is first. Another feminine leaning quality. King of Wands. Queen. Oh, very, very Minerva, very huntress. She's got that, looks like a moon on her forehead, as well as the hunter's bow. Page of Cups. All the pages look like they're women. We have Miss Mermaid. This knight is female. We're trying to revive a man, maybe? The King of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, this is on the cover of the book. They've actually combined these in composite. There's France there. There's the Le Tour Eiffel. And this is actually taking on the looks like on Notre Dame because there's gargoyles. But then that's, yeah, I think that's Notre Dame. This one is really neat. The Crescent Moon. We have Page of Swords. A little more color in this figure, the pink bodice. Here we have this man looks like he's from the 1920s with the slick back hair. Black stallion. Beautiful landscape though, flying through the air. Here we have a man who is writing stuff down. He has a sword. He's pointing. Queen of Swords, a statue. And we have pentacles. Now we're going to have very earthy. We have a snake skeleton, a nude woman like Eve, mountain climbing man, the book, king, very posed, very regal in nature, the castle behind him in the fog. And then we have rabbits and Queen of the Woods, very motherly, a larger woman, That's the deck. So that I had not seen this deck before, so it's beautiful. It is gorgeous. What a cool deck. I'm so happy I got it. But well, the deck isn't injured. The deck isn't messed up, so that's important. You know, the book might be bent a little bit, the box may be distressed, but otherwise, I mean, this deck is definitely a keeper. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Especially if you love anything Victorian, if you love sort of the dreamlike quality of things, very atmospheric. It's lovely. It really is a lovely deck. It really goes with this my silk silk fabric. I was looking through my stuff that I've collected, and I found my little Ouija board keychain. These came out in like, this came out, it says 98. And I have Monopoly, and I have Operation, and they usually had little things. Look at my little planchette. Look at that. That's so cute. It goes right in the drawer. But it has, these are stickers on there, so it's like, these were put out by Parker Brothers. Board games like you grew up with. I've never used it as a keychain. I just think it's so cool because it's like a little tiny dollhouse Ouija board. Anyway, I thought I'd share that because it's kind of cool. Anyway, so that's I'm going to put it back in the box so we can rebox it. I mean, look at the box. Look at that. It's all bumped and bent. I mean, and the fact that it wasn't in plastic. You know, the cards are always in plastic. That you always got to peel them out of it. So this has a lovely ribbon in there. And put the book back. And we'll just go scoop. Put it like that. There we go. The box is beautiful. I love the box. There's, you know, they took time designing it with different images, and then the back. Definitely a good gift for someone. But anyway, that is the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, my first impression. So by Liz Houston. I don't want to say Houston, but Houston. Anyway, what do you think? I really like it. I think it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful deck. I do have an exciting deck coming. I ordered it. It's only the Major Arcana, but it's Major Arcana that was produced before the full deck, out of print, by La Scarabeo, and I'm excited to get it. Hopefully it'll be here soon. When I found it, I'm like, gotta have it. I gotta have that. It's from one of my favorite decks. I already have the deck, but this is the Major Arcana that came out before the full deck, so I'm excited. Anyway, thanks for watching.